Okay, I've hit the ground. Next step is how I'm going to get back up. Okay? So, a typical way that as we get older, we might get up, turn to hands and knees, step up off the ground. There's a problem with getting up in that way, and I'm going to ask Frank here to help demonstrate it. If we're in a fight situation, he's pushed me, I've hit the ground. If I get up by turning this way, my face is completely exposed. My head, the most important part to protect, is completely exposed. I am moving my most important thing towards his weapons. I am going to get smacked in the face, that knee's going to come in, boom, knockout, I'm in trouble. Okay? It's very important for me to have a way of getting up where I could get up, maintaining distance, and being able to stay defensive. So when I am on the ground, first things first, I adopt this position. My leg, my arm, my other leg, these are barriers. As he tries to get close to me, I can lash out, I can kick, I can make distance, I can move away, control the space to avoid getting overwhelmed by him. Obviously, in a jiu-jitsu match, there's no striking, so I'm not going to be kicking to his knees. That would get an immediate disqualification in a jiu-jitsu match. Self-defense situation, I could kick to his knees, I could kick up to his face, I can attack him from the ground to make him not want to close that distance quite so fast. When I want to get up, I'm going to demonstrate first in this direction, then again with a partner. When I want to get up, I'm going to work on a diagonal principle. And this is something that's going to come up again and again. I have my left foot, in this case, and my right hand are creating my base. This hand is staying up as a defensive weapon. I am going to lift my weight. I am balanced on one foot, one hand. From here, I'm going to bring this foot back, all the way behind my hand, and stand up. I'm immediately in a fight stance, and at no point have I exposed my face, my head to attack. So seeing that again with Frank in here, I'm on the ground, I can create my distance here, I could go backwards to create some space, I go up, I step up, I'm ready to get back into the engagement here. And I've done that in a protected way. It's a funny thing, you're going to see jiu-jitsu people, they get so used to standing up in this way that even when they're getting up off the beach, they're getting up from the ground, when they're doing something on the ground, you're just going to see that natural pop up. And it actually becomes a very nice way to get up. It actually puts a lot less strain on your back than getting up, going to all fours, lifting up. Something to practice. We practice these techniques here in the gym. This is the kind of thing you can make it part of your everyday life. Always getting up from the ground that way, it'll make it a pattern. What we practice is what we do. The old adverb people used to say, practice makes perfect. I've heard from some of the best instructors a variation. Practice makes permanent. So you need to do perfect practice to become perfect. So what we practice, we come in here and we'll train a couple of hours at a time, 2-3 days a week. So maybe you're training 6 hours, 8 hours a week if you're working hard. But what about the rest of the time? If I spend 6 or 8 hours practicing the right techniques, and then in my everyday life, I am not repeating those, what I do in my everyday life will dominate the way that I practice in the gym. So, without wanting to sound too culty, this becomes a way of life, the way that we move, and that will really benefit your jiu-jitsu game.